Finally, we have some Friday the 13th content. It's been so long since we've gotten Jason on any type of screen. You know, they had a video game not too long ago, but it's been so long since we've had a Friday the 13th movie. I know they're working on the Crystal Lake series and also a new Friday the 13th movie. But before we get all of that, they dropped this short called Sweet Revenge to kind of just give you a tease to what to expect for this Jason, to kind of give you what he looks like and how he's going to be as far as the killing goes and the slasher elements. And this has me really excited. So this short is about 15 minutes long. It's on YouTube free. And I'm just so surprised on how, like, this kind of passes all the terms of service, because this thing was brutal. I like that they get right into it. We get introduced to our main character, Eve. She's out here with her lover, her man, out here with some friends, just trying to get some peace and quiet for some and just celebrate just them kind of being together. But, once we get introduced to the character of Harold, he's kind of like that character that warns you about a place, and he even hints at the past. So that's hinting at Camp Crystal Lake. Maybe we will see Harold in Camp Crystal Lake, or maybe he'll just be a character for just this project by itself. But then it gets right into it, because once Eve heads onto the lake, you have Harold kind of spying, and he said, you know what, they're all kind of fucked, because he knows the history of Camp Crystal Lake, and anybody that kind of disturbs Jason's rest, he's not going to be too happy. But this Jason is very different. So, they do the classic, him popping out of the water and attacking Eve, but then Eve somehow just it transitions to night, and she's been underwater for a long fucking time, now that I think about it. And the more I think about it, there's some interesting symbolism, because when Eve comes out of the water, almost like she's being baptized, she comes out like a completely different person. She looks almost dead, and she's looking for help, and her acting is really good here. The actress that's playing her, I'm pretty sure she's been in other things, or if she hasn't, man, I want to see more of her. She sees her man making out with one of her friends, and while she's distracted, Jason's behind her, yokes her up, starts choking her out, looks dead in her eyes, and just be like, and that kind of lets you also know that this Jason's not weak. He's very much strong, and I'm not too sure if he has this supernatural power, but it definitely seems that he's like at the point of where he was in part 4, where he's just got these super strength, and he starts to bum rush everybody, like putting hands and feet on everybody, knocking down doors. This shit was crazy. It was classic, playing the classic music that you've hear in previous Friday the 13th movies, and you're just seeing how brutal this man is. Like, I really like that they kept the brutality of like the '09 Jason with this Jason. It's like an amalgamation of all these different Jasons we've seen. So, the one girl that was messing with Eve's boyfriend or husband or whatever, she's able to kind of get out of there, gets away in the car with Eve, but Eve is still kind of pissed off and decides to just straight up kill her. And they crash, and then it gets to the end where they have this weird standstill between, or standoff, I should say, between Eve and Jason. And you can tell that Jason here is a lot smaller. He's probably a teen, or at least a young adult. He's not like a fully fledged Jason yet. So I don't know what that was all about, but I definitely want to see more of Eve, and maybe that's just kind of giving us a tease to what to expect for the actual Friday the 13th movie when we eventually do get it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below about this short. Does this kind of make you less worried about what they're doing with this Jason universe? Does this make you more excited? I definitely want to see more. It makes me more excited for the Camp Crystal Lake series and to see what that looks like. I doubt it's going to look anything like this, but this was pretty clean for the most part. And, let me know how you guys feel about it. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.